Warning. This video contains music that could make you go deaf. You have been warned.
Hello and welcome to this channel. My name is Theo and I like to torture myself. I'm just kidding. I just always want to prove that you don't need to be super talented or intelligent to achieve the goals you want, and that anything is possible if you really set your mind on it. And in today's video I wanted to try and see if I, a total beginner without any music background or talent, can make my own song using a program called FL Studio. To be honest, I really didn't want to upload this video anymore because I got frustrated and the outcome isn't as I hoped it will be, but I spend way too much time on this now, so not uploading it would be a huge failure, so you will see. If you have seen my other videos where I talk about making music video, you probably already know that making my own song has been on my bucket list for a while. Something about music has always triggered me, and I'm not sure if anyone can relate to this, but I hate the feeling of I could never do this, or how could anyone come up with something like this when listening to a song that gives me goosebumps or is just so amazing that my brain can't comprehend how a human being just made this. That feeling always gets me kind of down, and I start to question my life decisions and how I could make something like this as well if I just started earlier or didn't spend all my childhood avoiding the sun pretending to be a vampire. Thanks Eric Naufman, by the way. I'm usually the type of person that if they really want something, they put all their effort into it, making it possible. But for some reasons, making my own music has always been on the "this is not possible because you have no musical talent or whatsoever" list. And that's why today I'm going to end this thought process and make my own damn pop song. Over the past 25 years I have learned that goals, however huge they may look, are also made of smaller pieces that are easily reachable if you just start. So I started by looking into how songs are actually made nowadays. Maybe in times of Beethoven only the gifted were able to make music, but nowadays that thing is a job, and if it's a career, then you can train for it. So I started to find out how modern music is made by watching a bunch of tutorials and videos of producers explaining the thought process behind a certain piece. To be honest, this big mysterious thing didn't seem that unreachable anymore. I mean, it's just a bunch of instruments and some vocals, right? How bad could it be? Spoiler, very bad. I'm not trying to say that you can become the next Hans Zimmer or Ed Sheeran overnight by watching a bunch of videos. Those guys are probably genius and have many years of experience and practice that I just can't copy in a day. But making a standard pop song shouldn't be that hard. Most of the songs you hear on the radio are made using the same 4 chords, as Excess of Awesome has proved. Okay, so if you want to make a song, you have many options. You can use an instrument like a guitar or piano and record yourself, or make covers of songs already existing and writing your own lyrics to music that's already available. But for this project I wanted to learn how to use a professional program that's made for producers that make actually radio songs. And that program will be FL Studios. FL Studios, previously known as Fruity Loops before 2003, is a digital audio workstation developed by a Belgian company, Imageline. In short, you can make music with it. Not only have I seen a lot of people using it, but there are also a lot of tutorials online, and after downloading the free trial version, I would say that it's not too complicated for beginners to find the way around it. Here's where the problems begin. The program is pretty expensive, and while I could buy it as a student for a price that's somehow affordable, I am too broke right now to be spending money on something that I maybe will never touch again in my life. The free version does have many, if not all, features available I need, and that's a huge but, I'm not able to save a project, which means that I couldn't shut down my PC for this whole week that I was spending on this piece. But let me explain further why it took me so damn long. I had a plan, and I was prepared, so after I opened FL Studios to finally start, I got overwhelmed by all the options I had. I only wanted to use a few instruments like a piano, some plugged guitars, sound and a drum, but the first day I only achieved to look through all the files and try to make a common beat that I could use. It took me 2 more days to decide on a melody before I came across the biggest problem, the fucking singing part. To be honest, I didn't think this would be that difficult. I wrote some lyrics, didn't like them, deleted them. Then tried generating some random lyrics to make a funny song, didn't like them either, deleted them too, before writing my own lyrics again. The difficult part was that I, for the sake of God, couldn't think of a nice melody. Everything I tried to sing to the beat I made was boring and plain. So I gave up, went to sleep, watched some Supernatural and came back, deciding that I wouldn't make an original song but instead do a cover, or at least try to make one. There has been a song I liked for a while called Geisterstadt by Montez, which also seemed pretty simple to sing since it didn't have much up and down or high notes. I was all hyped up to finally get some progress on. But after finally setting up the mic I borrowed, which also took me almost 4 hours because I didn't understand how the audio setup worked and that I had to push a tiny button on that little box to activate it, I also had to realize that I couldn't carry a note in a bucket. Or in short, I was absolutely tone deaf. Wait, let me just demonstrate. You had taught me 6 years ago that I'd be sitting here making my own song. I tried everything, from whispering, shouting, trying to sing emotional, to choose another song and rewrite the whole lyrics again, just to end up at the same page. I sounded way too bad to use it. But as I was kind of through this whole project, I decided to give up on becoming a better singer and just try to learn how to pitch correct my voice in the program instead. And what should I say? The program can only do as much. I don't want to discourage any one of you that can't sing as well but want to make their own song. I have seen videos on YouTube where they could correct bad singing, but I had neither the experience nor the patience anymore to continue re-singing and re-pitching those damn vocals. Because after 9 days of suffering and bleeding from my ears, every night after work, I just wanted it all to end. Before I go and present you my final song, I should mention that this was a lot more frustrating than I thought it would. Not because it's impossible, but because I was in a rush to make this video and couldn't save the project. Every day I woke up with the fear that my progress could be gone. And that's not really encouraging for my creativity. Would I recommend you trying it out? Absolutely. Even though this was a horrible week for me, I'm considering buying the student version to play around more and try to improve. If I do get better, I will let you know with another video. So if you want to see me try out some other genre, please leave a comment down below. I saw a plugin that would be great for some heavy metal. Or if you just want to complain about getting deaf because of this horrendous piece, that will be fine too. I just really want to read some comments and be able to chat with someone. Did I create a musical masterpiece? No, definitely not. Even for it being my first time, I think I did a pretty horrible job. But that only means that I can improve from now on, so I'm not that mad about it. I can only recommend you to try it out as well, because if I could do this much, you can probably do it even better. If you're interested in seeing more videos where I failed, trying out new things or learning skills, feel free to subscribe, because I have a long list just waiting to be recorded. With that, thanks for watching and have fun having your ears bleed. I will see you all in the next video, I hope. Ciao!
Told me 6 years ago that I'd be sitting here making my own song. I would have laughed at you and said you must be wrong, but now I'm here alone singing a heartbreak song. Don't get me wrong, I don't want anyone back. I just wanna say that something that's been holding me back. You made me sad and now you're getting your check. I really hate you now. Baby, I think you made me bad. My heart got cold from the love you had. I always tried to behave my best. Now I'm not sure if I can ever go back. And for you it was always about yourself, never caring about me or anybody else. Babe, I'm glad to be on my own. never have to see you around. If you had told me 6 years ago that I'll be scared of trusting people I love, feel like I'm wasting hours of time, one by one. Just how screwed up is that? I hate myself for that. You make me smaller than I really am. Breaking up was the best thing I did. I've never felt so long without you around. Really